Hey y'all, it's Mary. How are you today? Y'all, I'm excited because this is something a little different for me. I have been watching several of my friends do budgeting, and I am an accounting manager. I've been doing bookkeeping, accounting my whole life, and I do know how to budget. But sometimes when we do our jobs, we don't do it for ourselves so much. And I like to save money here and there so that I can buy an expensive advent calendar at Christmas time. You know, and they're $300-ish, $350, the ones that I like. So I try to save a little bit here and there to be able to do that. So I was looking at Temu and I got a couple of budget books. So let's look at this one. I do have, these are inexpensive. Now, I will tell you this, what I have learned in looking at these things and picking these things out, you don't have to spend a penny to budget. You can use, you know, how much junk mail do we get? I get all kinds of junk mail. So in my junk mail, I get envelopes. Don't you get some things like some charitable things they want you to send, whatever? You can use that envelope and make you take 12 envelopes, or to make monthly envelopes to put money in, to stuff money in, or something like that. You can make up any kind of a budget book. But I thought I'd buy some because I thought it would be fun. This was $2.61 on Temu. I haven't opened any of them yet. These I just looked at on Temu, and I'm not sure which ones I'm gonna like and which ones I'm gonna use. This is how it comes. It is a plastic outside, and it does have the binder rings here. Okay, so that's what it looks like. And then we have these. So you have to put it together yourself. This particular one, it's 100 envelopes savings challenge. So this one, what they want you to do, they show it here. It says 100 envelope savings challenge tracker. So when you fill this completely up, you will save $5,050. That's not going to be me. I can't save that kind of money, and that would take me forever. These are nicely wrapped in here. I'll put this all together, but these are numbered 1 to 100, I believe. Yeah, it starts, see, 1 and 2, 3, 4. So there's 4 per page, and then the last page has 100. So what this particular challenge wants us to do is to, in each envelope, put what the envelope says. So if the envelope says $1, you put in $1. But if the envelope says 100, you put in $100. That would be something for me to do all at one time. So I have seen Life with Christine is doing this, and what she decided to do was just to put in, she adds the numbers up. So number 1, she put in $1. Number 2, she put in $2. But number 10, she put in, now if you can do the $10, that's great, but you could put $1. And then number 11, 1 plus 1 is 2. So she put in $2, like that. So when you get to 99, that would add up to 18. You know, 98 would add up to 17. If you can do that each pockets, you'll still have a wonderful savings in your 100 envelopes when you're done. It still will take a long time. So you can change that up. What you do with this card is, as you fill your $1, you would black that out. And this is shiny, so you could use that kind of marker, you know, that you could wash off, so that you fill all of your little honeycombs. But what I did was I got some more, let me put this together right quick and I'll show you what it looks like. I got some more little budget sheets. So this is how it is put together, and then here's each of my pages, okay? So again, we could do something like what Christine is doing. I'll put her most recent video, I'll find a video that shows how she's doing it. So here's 41. So you'd put in $5. 42, you put in $6. Or because it's 100 pockets, you can just put $1 in. Or you could put a $5 bill in, whatever you can save easily. But so 100, 100 times 5, that is $5,000, right? 100 times, yeah. No, that's 500. Hello, Mary, accountant, that's $500. But that's a nice savings. But even if you did $1, that's $100. That's a nice savings too. So that's a big thing to keep. And then I got these two smaller books, and I'm gonna have one for y'all to put in a giveaway if anybody wants to start doing this. And then I got these budget sheets. So instead of using the back of that that journal, whatever you want to call that, savings book, I got these. These were, the sheets are $3.48. You can find all kinds. You can find cheaper ones. You can find more expensive ones. They're a nice little cardboardy kind. And this is, here we go, the $1 savings challenge tracker. So there's 30. This says save $30. So each time you put $1 in, you blacken that out till you fill this honeycomb up. Then you'll have $30. And if you want, you can put on the back all the dates that you do it and keep track of it. So that I have several, this is how this is. It came with several dollar savings challenge. So, okay. Then there is a $2 savings challenge tracker. So you keep $2. Again, you can just put this in an envelope. You don't have to have a book for this. You can write down your dates that you kept the money. And if you want to keep a running balance of it, you can. And then you can darken out as you put your $2 in. And then you'll have $60 when you fill all this in. 3, 6, 9, 12, 5, that's 30. Did I say that already? It's 30 times you will save. So that is a $2. So I'm going to give the winner one each of these pages. This is a $5, which will give you 150 when you're finished. Okay. And again, there's your little honeycombs, and as you put a $5 in, you'll blacken that out. And then we have, this is nice because there's maybe 5 or so of each card. Hello, Camille. Here's a $10 card. So when you fill this out completely, you'll have $300. Okay. And a $15 challenge tracker. This will give you $450. And a 20 will give you $600. So there's all variations in here. 25 is going to give you $750. Okay. And then that is the end. No, there's a 30. A 30 savings. This will give you $900. That's a lot. And of course, I could never do this all at one time. That's too much money to save. It would be wonderful if I could, but I don't have that kind of money. But, these are little challenges that we could start out with $1, get you to $30, and then move up if that would help you to start saving. So in this budget, these are all the dollar challenges. Then there's some more challenges a little over halfway through this pack. This is 26-week saving. So this is telling you in 26 weeks, first week save $2, second week save $4, third week save $6, and this will give you a total savings of $702. If you can do that in a 26-week period, the last time you put money in, you'll put $52. That's a lot for 1 week to put in, but maybe that would be a week that you'd have a birthday or a Christmas or something if you work this out that way. And there's a 30-day challenge that would save you $465. Oops, I have a couple of these sheets, okay, here. And that's a 30-day. And then there is a 52-week. That'll give you $1,300. If you do the 52-week is a little bit different, which is sort of nice. It is $1,300 when you're done 52 weeks. I don't know that I could save that much. I'd like to. But this is a bunch of $10, a bunch of $20, then $30, and then $40. I don't know that I can save a whole $40 each week. So if you can do $10 this week, and maybe next week you can do $40, and fill in your honeycomb instead of from here down, you might, or here to the side, you might just have it all speckled out. You might not could do that. Maybe you could change this if you got this card and just do $1 and $4 if that would be easier for you. So, and then the last one in here is a $100 envelope saving challenge tracker that will give you that 50-50, $5,050. You start with $1, you go to $100. That's the same as the budget book, as this particular budget book. They have all kinds of books on Temu, and I'm sure you can find them on Amazon and elsewhere. So this package of all the different budgeting, I will give to a winner, plus one of these books. I'm going to show you the last two books. But as I'm looking at this, there are I think there's 4 of each budget. So I want one for myself. And then I will have 3 winners to get the budget sheets, okay? If you'd like to. You know, this is not a regular giveaway. So, you know, but if you'd like to get the budget sheets, I'll have 3 winners for that. One of you will win a book, okay? And I just have to decide which book I'm going to send you. It may be this big book, if you don't mind that I've taken it apart and put it all together instead of having it in the bag. I'll put it back in the plastic bag, but I might do this one because I might be more interested in one of these smaller ones. Let's see what I got. These small ones are, let's see, the Christmas, there's one for Christmas, which might be the one I'll be going for. And that was the Christmas one is $3.16. Okay, that's what that one looks like. And then the other one is $2.56. So very similarly priced. $3 or under-ish, $3.16. Well, the sheets are $3.48. So you can get this with your friends. You know, if you all have a club that you belong to, a book club, just a coffee club, you might want to do this. You might want to order these budget sheets and y'all can save for something. Maybe save to get y'all money together so y'all can take a nice girlfriend's trip or something like that, you know, if you're able to. But all right, here is this one. I'll leave this one together. I'll just show you this. We've got the binder. You've got your front page, and the front page is, let's see, I'll let whoever, if this is what I put in the giveaway, I'll let you put it together. 1,000 savings challenge is what this one is, okay? And here's the binder with the blue, very cute. So that's your front page. And then there is this page, which you could use as your back page, or you could fill this out. It's save $1,000. This is 5 times 5, 25 squares, $40 each. So again, you don't have to use this. You could just use this as your back page because it's hard. And then there are these envelopes that are not marked. These are all plain envelopes. And then here are your little, once you get your you can put each $40 on each of those, on each of these little envelopes if you want to, but you don't have to, because if there are 25 sleeves, if you will, if you put $40 in them, then you'll have 1,000. If you put $1 in each, you'll have $25. But if you put $5, you'll have $250. So it's what you can afford. You don't have to go by what it says. So I'm putting those back together in this little blue thing. And this will be the one, well, y'all, I don't need all this. I'm going to do 2 of you all. I'm going to have 3 winners. For whoever I pick first can pick if they want this book or this book. And then you'll get the budget sheets. The second person will get what's left and a budget sheet. The third person will just get budget sheets. Does that make sense? If you have any questions, just ask me. Oh, I'm dropping things. Okay. I've decided already that I'm going to keep the Christmas book for myself. This one is a $500 savings challenge. Again, I can make it anything I want to, just like what I showed you. This one came together. So here, nice, cute little book. $500 savings challenge. It has the Christmas tree because that's what I'm going for as my advent calendar. But I have to have my money in September because that's when advent calendars come out that I want to buy. Okay, blue. Let me show everybody. So this has this will have 25 of these envelopes, and on the back page is 5 times 5, 25 places that say $20, okay? So, and then they also have stickers that you can place on each of those envelopes if you want, each of those sleeves, whatever you want to call them. So here's my first sleeve, okay? Now I have some money that I've been saving just in an envelope that I didn't put in here. And I have different denominations. So here's my first $20. How is it going to fit in there? I think I'm going to have to fold it like this. So in my first sleeve, I'm going to put me $20. So if I can do this for 25 times, I will have my $500, which is more than what I need for my advent calendar. Like I said, I've been saving for a while already because I want to have enough money for the advent calendars. And so I have different denominations here. So maybe what I can do is, here's a 10 and 2 5s, put that in one sleeve. And then with these other things, you know, or just put this money in and just see what I have at the end when I fill it in. I don't know what I'm going to do, honestly. But so I have a 20 and I have another 20 right at the moment. But I can put just $1 in if that will help me. Just maybe all this week I could do was $1. So that will, you know, I can put that in a sleeve. And then I have already a couple of sleeves filled. So when I've got this all filled up, depending on what I do, I can keep my budget sheet, choose one of these budget sheets, and let's just, for example, take the $10 savings challenge tracker, which will give me $300, which I need a little more than $300 for an advent calendar. So I could mark these. I could take this and mark. I'll do that right now. Mark a couple of these off. I don't have a marker here, but I can. I put in 20. I put in 10 and 10, and then I put a 10 and 2 5s, and then I put in $1. So, but right at the moment I have $41. So that you just scratch them off or block them in, color them in, whatever makes you happy. Whatever makes you happy, and then if I fill this all in with $10, I'll have my $300. Okay, so that's what you do with the budget sheet. And then on the back, you can put the dates that you've saved if you want to, if you're, you know, more organized than me. So I just thought it was fun to show you what this is all about. And if you're a person that needs to budget because of your income, that you have to really budget to make your bills paid, this kind of thing can come in very handy to just budget your monthly budget. If you are a person that has a little extra each month, then you can put a little bit extra, like I said, in a plain envelope or in one of these little binders and keep tabs of it. You don't have to keep tabs on the binder itself because you can reuse this. You can get you some of these Saving Challenger trackings, and this won't fit in the little book, but you could put this, put it with it, or fold it up and put it in one of the sleeves, and you'll always have it. And keep yourself budgeted so that if you have to save for your children's Christmas or your grandchildren's Christmas, or someone special in your life, their birthday might be coming up and you want to save money for that, or whatever the case might be that you might be saving money for. Maybe you are saving for, in 5 years, you want to be able to go to Italy. I would love to do that. I've never been out of the country. I want to go traveling all around the world. Can't afford to. But maybe if I did something like this, in 5 years, I'd have probably 10, I don't know. What would you need to go to Italy? 10 grand? I'm thinking lots. I don't know that I could save that much, but it gives you an incentive to try to save. And maybe I'll forego that coffee shop coffee and put those $4 into one of these envelopes, that kind of thing. Try to encourage yourself to save a little bit here, save a little bit there, and then end up with a fat book of money. So, I've only got a couple things filled in there, but if this was all full, this would be a nice fat book of money. So, y'all, what do you think? Is this something you'd be interested in? If you are interested in this and you'd like to win one of the, again, I'll have 3 winners. a book and budget sheets. You get to pick which book. Second winner, that's first winner. Second winner, the leftover book and budget sheets. Third winner, just the budget sheets, okay? And you know me, I'll probably throw in some sheet masks or something in your little package. So if you'd like to win, put the dollar sign, you know, the emoji. Well, if you can't find the emoji for a dollar, there's different emojis. There's a bag of money. There's some money, I think. There's a money with wings on it. There's a dollar sign emoji, and there's also a dollar sign that is in your alphabet. So just use one of those in your comment, and then I'll know you're interested in being entered in this giveaway. And when this runs, I'll put the date in the, this isn't a secret or anything. I'll put the date in the video as to when it ends. We'll do 2 weeks, and then I'll pick a winner, and then I'll pick 3 winners, and I'll get with y'all and see what you guys want, and we'll go from there. How does that sound? Okay. And y'all, thanks for stopping by to see me try to do a little budgeting, and y'all count your blessings. Good to see y'all. Bye-bye.